I was hoping I'd have far before this. This one's called Breakfast in Tillamook. I am having breakfast, so it's hopefully something that if I tag it and group it together with some other stuff that are about the same time, I'll be able to go through and find it. This one's called Adult Protective Services. Again, there's a lot of those. They throw me around in circles until I have a meltdown, and then they harm me for having a meltdown. This is not okay. This one right here was 2 nights ago, I think. Yesterday morning, yeah. This one's me feeding a lady and her son. This one too. They have descriptions on them. There's also Alright, this is supposed to be a group that I run called The Real Justice for Natalie Bollinger Group, No Drama. I got this from a lady named Katie Cahill. I had to make it private because people were trying to destroy evidence. But this is all typed by Katie Cahill. She started this. And I'm thankful for that. The biggest issue that I have, though, I got a lot of former friends here, too, not just current friends. This is a current friend, Nicole Knudsen. I know her from Chapel High School. I've been in contact with her with a lot of situations, including a firearm I was forced to manufacture, which is not cool. A lot of these people are no longer friends. They were at one point, but they were just people who were pretending to be friends. The thing is, they weren't helping. This guy here's dead, Tim Kostick. I stayed with him after Natalie was killed. This guy I don't know in real life, to my knowledge. This is Bobby Forrest. He's a friend of mine and Natalie's in common. I invited him to this. He was actually on Natalie's last post. Now, there's one more thing I want to send or show you. Here I've got, see this one, an open one? Nope. I'll play Gargasian for you sometime. It's already on my channel. It's called Gargasian Weaponry. And it's, that guy wanted to use an engine design I had to kill people. He was creepy. This is social services. There's a few calls I made today. I had to make them alone though, and as usual, it didn't go well. There's also a few I made that I was able to do online. There's a few of them with the Dowls. There's a few of them with different Candaces. This is with Stephanie Mejia. Is with Kim and her son. He's autistic as well. This is with Dallas Richmond. I've got, these are files, okay? It's not just one thing. This one's got, and mind you, each file in here represents, I guess it's from the small one, represents stuff that I recorded that I have to go through because there's too much of it. By the time I've recorded it, I have to put it onto my computer in a very short amount of time. I also have to try to get a hold of a lot of people while I have the computer open. Plus, I have to try to download stuff to the computer or download stuff off of the computer. I have to try to send emails, and I have to try to, of course, get more phone numbers to call for some odd reason. It's horrible. Let's see, there's Sean's statement. Which revision is that? Revision 1, that's right. Maybe I got lucky in those later revisions. It's 10:24. It takes a few minutes for this shutdown. Here's stuff with Joanna Taylor Smith. Here's stuff with, alright. Witcher 2. This one is with Amy Witcher, and in this, it's got a lot of stuff in there. It details her cocaine use with her husband, Andrew Witcher. It details her daughter telling on him. It also details a lot of the stuff that he was having going on mentally. Her having her child molester ex watch their kids because I wasn't there fast enough. I mean, this is all in here. This is also stuff that I made and posted up on my YouTube channel. And that's one of the things, is that I'm not trying to be a jerk. I was also contacted on YouTube, and see, both of these coincide with one another. This one's in the phone, this one's on YouTube. Or sorry, Facebook. I meant Facebook. Obviously, I'm not trying to lie to you. My words just didn't come together right. There's more to it than that. But there's also the stuff with Natalie Bollinger, and it would be... Oh God, where the fuck would it be? There is so much in here, you have no idea. Even trying to find stuff in here, there's so much of it. Joanna Taylor Smith, this is a good one, because this one does show. I'm not going to be able to go through it. Maybe we can do that in the morning, but I have gone through it for the most part. I think I did make it all the way through. But this is our messages between each other. Oh, it's the one I was looking for. You know what? It doesn't matter, because this is stuff between myself and Joanna Taylor Smith, our conversations. It also includes Joanna Taylor Smith. Oh, this is the same post, the last one that I ever sent to Natalie Bollinger. I sent it to a lot of people. It was a Care Bear. It was on my birthday, or right after my birthday. But it also shows that Joanna Taylor Smith was talking about if I ended my life, that she was going to make Maddie's life and Natalie Bollinger's life and Alicia Bollinger's life hell. And that's in here too. There's the hammer that I made for her. I made this hammer for Joanna Taylor Smith. I was so proud of myself. I'll show you the hammer. I know it's horrible to be prideful, but here's the hammer. I've got to go through a lot of audio recording devices to find what I need, and that really sucks. I literally can't take care of myself, and I have to be scared of the police. So somebody needs to go in with me and explain that this stuff needs to be taken seriously. Oh, come on. Oh God, I might have made a mistake. I did make a mistake. Fuck. Oh, good. Oh, come on. Alright, they're gonna be closed soon. They close at 11, and I'd like them to be able to go. I'm gonna end up hurting myself if I have to head out of here too quickly, though. Come on, shut down. We can do this tomorrow. There's also the messages between myself and Natalie, and myself and Alicia, and there's a lot. Oops, something went wrong, huh? Come on. Come on, I need you to shut down, computer. Alright, so I've also got some stuff in my backpack here. Some stuff from Ventus. This is full evidence. There's also a lot of stuff in here that I needed help with, but I don't have any help with it in person. And the lady who was looking at it, once she realized how much there was, she she kind of freaked out a bit. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot. It's something I come to expect. Alright, come on. Now it's doing this. Alright, we'll see if it'll power off. Come on. Shut down. Alright. There's just an incredible amount. And I don't mean to be a jerk by saying that. I'm not trying to... I don't mean to have panic attacks. It's not a choice. I'm not gonna sit idly by while people correct my little sister and stuff like that, though. That lady girl interrupted. I think that she can totally have a voice of her own, and I just hope I don't push her too hard, because I'm not doing it for her benefit. I mean, it could work out to her benefit, but I'm doing it because we need voices. We need to be each other's voices, all of us. We are our brother's keepers. I will probably have panic attacks all night long, as per usual. I did clump a bunch of the stuff that happened in the last few days together in one area, but the audio recording, that's the tough part. The good thing is the stuff that I posted on YouTube and Facebook is time and date stamped, and a lot of the stuff that I wasn't able to post up until way later is also time and date stamped from the situation that actually happened. Like some of the stuff with the cops, I wasn't able to post up until I got out of jail or prison. But also, like I said, I gotta stay ever vigilant, so I keep on having to record as long as I'm out in public. A lot of officers, they let people commit a lot of pretty horrible crimes against me, and figured it was alright. Figured it was okay for whatever reason, and it absolutely isn't. The assault against me at the hospital needs to be turned in, but I have to be afraid of that, because I am afraid of the police. It's never appropriate to assault somebody like that. The other thing is, a lot of these folks are friends with one another, you know? A lot of them go to church with each other. I know Mike goes to church with a few of the people that were at the hospital. He's also in one of my other videos. Alright, he's in a few of them because he was at the Denny's. Now, thank goodness I got audio recording, and recording is from actually being at the Denny's. They're really cool over there, just so you know. I really, really like them all over there. The problem is that rather than understand that the ideas that they have very temporary advantages and very much dependent upon me being absolutely perfect, and I'm not. With people already ragging on me over there and bugging me, and of course threatening me. One of the things that makes it easier here in Tillamook is that I did put the names on many of the places I was at. So when I scroll down through my videos, I can see, based on where I was at, approximately when things happened. Also, a lot of the videos during certain periods of time, I could really use some people who can sit through and listen to them and let me know when there's ones that have people in them. As far as whether or not I'm telling the truth, that's dependent on how well my words come together. And how well my words come together depends on how scared I am. So if I'm a dick, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not. people's lives are more important than any of your BS. The other thing is, we can absolutely work together, but I really hope that you guys start working together, because, well, I may not get there with you. I'm a scared little runny babbit who doesn't want to be here. I'm doing my best to make sure that nobody gets killed on my watch, but some of y'all say things like, oh, well, you can't save the whole world. You know what? I can save somebody in my immediate vicinity if it's necessary. And I'm not going to feel bad for that. I do need to make a note to myself, but I keep forgetting to do that. I had a little notepad and I lost it, and then I found it again and it was molded, and I had like probably 3 weeks worth of writing done in it. But you know, the other thing is, with my wrist hurting all the time, it's not easy. And then I got to do the typing thing, which I suck at. Of course, you guys don't care about that. You're just here for the entertainment. Now, if that girl interrupted, she's fucking badass. Just like my sister's badass. Just so you know, Natalie was fucking badass too, and so's her sister. Mobley, that's Stephen McMillian, he's badass too. He's just dead. Can't bring him back. Rory Jetson, oh my god, now there is a champion among men. He was definitely not perfect, but he was definitely good. He also had a bad habit of admitting when he screwed up, and I don't know what that was about. Let's hope I can make it out of here safely. I should be able to, but you know, you never know when the cops are gonna come find or make an excuse. When you're broke, you're broke, and that is a very good excuse for them to use to harm people. Now, as long as they just ignore me until I have a meltdown from them ignoring me coming to them about abuse, you know, I'm exhausted with trying to go to the cops to get them to do something about it. I have to be scared when I talk to the cops, and whenever these situations happen, who is it that I'm supposed to call? Well, all the people that I've been told I'm supposed to call when something happens, I'm supposed to call them immediately. Well, they all eventually tell me it's not their job, or when I call them immediately like I'm supposed to, they start talking over me like, yeah, I know you are claiming that I told you this before, but no, I didn't tell you this before because this just happened. Yes, same dude, or no, not the same dude, but you know, when you have multiple assailants and multiple people threatening you have multiple assailants and multiple people threatening. So it's not exactly easy, especially if you don't know the people, to be able to tell which one's your predators and which one's friends. A lot of these folks got on and tried to be nice, but they're from like true crime legislative track, and they don't have good intentions. Then there's a lot of people who have very severe mental problems, and you know what? They live in extreme fear. That is a very big mental problem. That doesn't mean that I'm going to hurt people or kill people. You know, when I'm in a lot of pain, I don't even come into an asylum because I might not be able to speak. I might just be breathing in pain.
Sophie, if you speak German to her, she will talk back like 20 times louder.
Was ist das?
Huh?
Was ist das?
Was ist das?
Was ist das? I think that means what is that?
Was ist das?
What is that? Yeah.
So looks like you need a new phone to
Was ist los? Was ist das?
That's the phone I
I can't remember hardly any German. All of my German that I know is inappropriate for children and younger viewers. Your discretion is advised. I'll be right back. Don't lock me out. I got one more bag to grab. I mean, please. All right, I got like 21 minutes. And you guys get to see there are folks who definitely don't deserve I am, do they? Well, no, they do. If you can watch it and see it and not hurt because of it, how can you not make a connection to how much? Oh yes, I remember. You guys don't want to watch it. The ones who do are the ones who hate me, and they'll just take whatever. Yes, sir. For 21 minutes. Well, probably 20 now. But I'm told to go to friends and family and turn it in right away. That's what I try to do. You get to see when there was child abuse going on in different places. So I needed to try to keep my evidence safe, but I needed to try to keep those children safe too. And I always got a hold of a mandated reporter. A lot of the stuff that's in my photos on that computer, that section is huge, and I have to figure out how to reattach my Google OneDrive. I think that's what it's called. If I can do that, then there's a lot more evidence. Oh my God, there's a lot more. I got 2 profiles full because I had 2 different computers. I got a piece, so yeah. I'm a manly man. Well, good night, folks. Thanks for having me.
You too.
Did that Zach feller leave already?
Zach?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll pay him back for the soda pop tomorrow then. All right. Good night, y'all. Be safe.
You too.
Good night. Hey, I got a question. Can you guys know how to reconnect a Google Drive.
Reconnect a Google Drive?
Yeah, I have a profile, but I have memory problems, so I don't remember I'm horrible with names and numbers. So I gotta try to figure out how to get back into it, but I have to also be able to. It's complicated, and my computer is not working the best because I'm an idiot. It's a matter of the processes of it. Like if I try to figure it out, I usually screw it up pretty big. Oh, good night. Oh, fuck. Alright. So, we'll see if I can start making some connections. The problem is I need one place where I can put it and where it can be easily seen and grabbed by anybody who needs it. And that's actually my YouTube. The problem is I need to go through all of my videos and type in there who it is that I called and talked to in each one. I do have a couple of different places where I can reference that information. Thank goodness. But as usual, I have to be afraid of going to sleep. I have to be afraid of, well, drug addicts any time of the day or night. I did have a guy who was talking about killing, well, two people that were talking about killing people. And it freaks me out to hear that. And a lot of y'all call me all sorts of names because that stuff freaks me out. But, like, you guys haven't had to live through that shit. When I post up the videos, it's not to show that I'm some perfect saint or angel, because I'm fucking not, and you goddamn well know it. I'm just a big fucking dick. Don't mess with my fucking friends. Only I get to be an asshole to them. Oh my god. This thing is so tiny, it only takes like a little bit of the tobacco. But it doesn't fucking choke me like a nasty little aluminum one does. And it's a pretty good score for nothing. A lot of these folks around here, they don't realize what a serious situation it is until I have a panic attack over it. I explain to them what's going on. They don't take it seriously. If they were to look, maybe they would take it seriously, but how do I get them to look if they're not taking it seriously? Catch-22. Natalie Bollinger should still be alive. Yeah, her family fucked up. I fucked up. She fucked up. A lot of people fucked up. That doesn't make it my fault. It's not my fault that people didn't come forward when I asked them to. It wasn't my fault that they blew me off when I tried to tell them what was going on. It's not my fault that people got violent. There's a lot of my friends that I have the recordings. I have the recordings with so many people, and now I'm matching up the faces with the names, so people know the who and what. You guys are so infatuated with the Natalie Bollinger mystery. There's no mystery to it. And that's what I'm trying to show you. It was just a bunch of fucking stupid people making stupid decisions because people are flawed. They make bad assumptions and fucking project their shit on others, and next thing you know, you got some decent dude in there all sucked into it, and now he doesn't want to be a decent dude anymore. He doesn't want to fucking help anybody anymore. He's fucking sick of walking homeless people to the fucking Mormon Center when they're fucking drunk or fucked up on goddamn heroin. Tired of having to run off little kids because fucking that shit's creepy. It's creepy to us. You know, it's creepy to the neighborhood that you live in, that your kids are fucking trying to hang out with homeless people, first of all. That brings a lot of fucking attention to us, and it's not good attention. Next thing you know, people are assuming that all hobos are having sex with all them little kids. Like, no, most of us try to fucking tell them, hey, you need to leave me alone. You need to stay away from me. When Mobley headbutted an underage girl, it's because she wouldn't leave me alone. But he claimed it's because he saw a demon in her. Anyway, I was thinking about joining Kingdom Hall here. See what the Jehovah's Witnesses are about. I've known a few of them. Brianna Hernandez Cordona, last I knew, was a Jehovah's Witness. She was trying to get me to talk to one of her male friends from the Kingdom Hall or Worship Hall, or I guess it depends on who you ask. You should ask them what it's called. Some of the Jewish people that I know, they don't call it a synagogue, they call it the temple. They call it temple. I'm going to temple. That always, like, as a kid, it didn't make much sense to me. I was like, you mean like a temple, like the side of the head? Because I didn't understand church was a temple, but I always knew it as a church. Anyway, I'm sorry for fucking up. I'm not sorry for being autistic. I am not sorry for having PTSD. I am not sorry for fighting for my rights. There are people that have stuck with me as far as not throwing me away, far beyond when I really thought that they would, but also because they stuck around so long, I was hoping someday they would come forward and help. I don't want anyone dead. I don't want anyone killed. But that's not the world I live in. You guys are violent, unthinking monsters at times. That video of Brett Roloff searching through his own dookie for methamphetamines, I mean, that's scary to me. It's also evidence of the scary places that I had to go to try to get help because I was so afraid of having to go to the cops alone. Because nationwide, this is how homeless men are treated. Nationwide. And they want to argue that it's different here. Stop arguing and listen to the victim. Jesus fuck. These guys don't want to pay attention to the fact that this does, in fact, and indeed destroy lives. Now, there's a young lady, goes by Girl Interrupted. I think she's pretty badass. I also think she's likely to disappear on me real quick in short order. If she can fucking power through, more power to her, because I really need her. And I'll admit that in a selfish way. Yes, I am interested in turning in evidence of a lot of things that have happened. I am scared of having to talk to the cops alone. I have talked to the cops in Hood River on multiple occasions about the missing people. They have a room at their police station. They can offer me to use that room. Also, some of the people that screwed up, they did screw up big. And I posted all about it. And no, I wasn't nice about it. You can destroy somebody's life with a rumor. And you guys simply don't care. You have no idea how much I hurt because my family didn't care. But then again, I know my family. I know what kind of people they are, what caliber of person they are. I don't want to get my older brother Eric killed. And that's one of the things about making false accusations. I don't believe for a moment that Sherman Watson and Amy Valkyrie were typing things that they were typing at me because they actually believed my older brother would do such a thing. I think they were just trying to get at me because of the situation with Tabby. Also, because Amy Valkyrie was involved in a situation where I stopped being friends with Miss Jerry and all of them, all the way a whole year before Natalie was killed. What I'm worried about right now is the evidence that that lady has, Vicky Rain. I am scared shitless. I need a place to go through it, and I need help going through it. And that should be gone through with the FBI. They have no idea what they're missing out on. You guys have no idea. Well, some of you actually do. Some of you have actually seen enough to know that I'm not completely full of shit. I've had a lot of people tell me, man, That's the kind of stuff that government kills people over. I'm like, they're not gonna kill me. They're fucking busy calling me mentally ill. If they shoot me, it becomes a conspiracy theory, and then somebody might actually dig up some of that evidence, and some people might come forward and start speaking. Then again, it might scare all of them into doing absolutely nothing. But the thing is, I don't look at it that way. These are all fucking the small-time fucking criminals. Small-time fucking cops. You know, the guys who were involved with the FBI side of it, they were involved in helping cops cover it up, yeah, but those cops fucking lied to them. The Bollinger family lied to them. And they didn't bother to find anything out because they were told I was crazy. What they did there was highly illegal. But the friend that was supposed to go with me, Kayla Trujillo, decided at the last minute that she was afraid to go in because she had her son with her. I've got multiple recordings with her that do verify that, in fact, that did indeed happen. She dropped me off there and then left. She was afraid. And of course she would be. She knew that there was a problem over a year before Natalie was killed, and it took over a year from the first time that I went to her for her to actually take it seriously and do something to help. The day that I had to walk over 100 blocks so that I could get to Kayla Trujillo's, that's Miss Peaches. Yeah, I told Natalie I walked over 60 blocks, but I counted it. It was over 100. When she was typing to Tim Beeson on her final post, she was typing about how I walked over 100 blocks and walked right by her house. I still thought she was in fucking Virginia. Holy shit. I was on my way to Kayla Trujillo's and I walked right up Federal until I got to the bus. There's even a video on my Facebook of me in the Starbucks right there at the bus station at 95th. It's a long fucking walk. There's also the fact that I got the recordings with Jamie's son to talk about. Well, you guys don't get to hear those. That's what sucks, is that he's not old enough for me to release those yet. When he is, it'll be alright. And he gave me permission, which is also nice. But Jamie's son, you know, he's one of 3 people in this life that mean the world to me. Jamie Curtis is not on that list. Just her son. Alright, now I can't find my fucking tobacco pipe. And I can't find my car keys. Ain't nobody perfect, right? I spent most of the day in extreme pain, but I definitely tried my best to make sure I could speak. Make sure that I didn't have a complete and total mental breakdown. But my God, it's fucking insane. Having to beg people to help turn this in. You see why I can't turn it in myself. I explain why. They say, oh no, it won't work. Well, it does work. It actually does work when you do it together. Once they've broken the law a time or 3, that becomes much more difficult, and you do have to turn it into a different jurisdiction. And that's a whole nother fucking can of worms, too. That's what the situation was with Zaid Atkinson in Boulder, Colorado. They referred that over to Longmont. Well, when I tried going to Longmont about it, they blew me off. That was very much the situation as it had to happen. I had to force some way of being heard. Some way of getting them to understand that my friends are getting a hold of me and telling me that people are threatening to kill them. I've got people getting a hold of me and telling me they're going to kill me. I've got Tim Beeson still fucking pushing this shit. And I got Carl Rogers pulling all sorts of fucking crazy shit with a bunch of other people telling me that people are threatening to kill her. I got Candace Bonder on doing the same fucking thing. I mean, it's overwhelming. And then there's, of course, Sarah Bacon and Aaron Cockerham, and the list goes on. There's a lot of people who are afraid that things might happen. People like Amanda DeMette. There's people who are afraid that it's because things did happen. My little sister Tara speaks on multiple occasions of that. Then there's George Helmstetter speaking about one of the assaults in the Boulder County Jail. I needed help. I needed the witnesses to come forward with me to turn it in, to get the body cam evidence, to turn it into the media. But nobody did it with me. I had so many people saying, I tried. Did you try with me? Where's your proof? Where's your proof you went to the cops? All I have is your word for it, but thank goodness I recorded your word for it. When you make those promises and you tell someone you're going to do those things, the amount of time it takes you to do it shows whether or not you actually care about that person. If you're going to lead them on for 2, 3, 5, or even more years than that you might eventually care, that sucks. And when you're still calling them friend, I don't know what that's about. There's 2 youngins out there. Anyway, I'm ready to head out. I don't gotta stick around no more. I think that's one of the workers getting ready to leave. My phone here so it doesn't die. Oh, that's not the right end. I am petrified of the police here. If a crime is committed against me, they do look away. You guys are afraid of the druggies, right? Well, look at how many of them there are. Look at how many of them come up to my vehicle. And look at how many of them were witnesses to some really fucked up situations that never came forward. Also, look at the Scudders. You know, they didn't understand the gravity of the situation, and now we're not on good terms. Don't fucking scam me. I have panic attacks. I told you that. I also told you there's a lot of stuff. When you realize there's a lot of stuff, instead of ditching out on me, what you should be doing is making calls and explaining how inhumane this is. You have no idea how many threats I endured before I threatened those people back. Then, of course, I was taken to court by people that had harmed me, who I was trying to turn in. I didn't threaten any of their lives, but they pretended that I had. And I was never allowed to go to court to fucking defend myself. My evidence was taken from me, as it always is. I try to turn in the people who do these things, and nobody cares. They tell me they're sorry, they're sorry, they're sorry. When I finally convince somebody to take a look and try to fucking turn it in, they don't look. I needed help turning in predators. My predators and the predators of others. My Facebook was a pretty decent repository of many of the known predators of the Pearl Street area. The problem is cops didn't care then and they don't care now. I tell you about Emery and Arturo. Many of the people involved in this shit did some pretty fucked up things. Many of the other victims of Waylon Molotai sold out everybody else who was victimized by trying to play the race card for Darren O'Connor. Well, Evan Ravitch has got some issues with Darren O'Connor. Christine Boutique was explaining their issues with Darren O'Connor, and also the issue with Alex Furman. Alex Furman is one of the people who helped me to get from Virginia back to Boulder after that situation with Natalie. I didn't want to stay there. I wasn't going to stick around while people are playing fucking victim. I just wanted to get the fuck away from them. Pretending like I fucking stalked them after fucking, I'm going to kill myself if you don't show up. Ah, shit. My car ain't doing too good. The thing is, it was really that bad. It really was that bad. And I told you guys. I was going there because Natalie was fucking suicidal. And that fucking sucked. I didn't want my friend to fucking kill herself. You guys get that? Like, she was my friend. I didn't want her to kill herself. I'm tired of being bullied by you guys. I'm tired of being bullied by the cops. I'm tired of being bullied by adult protective services. That shit is not okay. I come over here and I hide and I try to mind my business, but I gotta try to hide in plain sight just in case something happens. The last thing you want to do is get caught somewhere away from public. You're too easy to victimize that way. It's too easy for them to do whatever the hell they want and make up the story afterwards. Anyway, the most important thing is my evidence, and I'll be goddamned if Vicky Rain is gonna get away with this stuff. It's not cool. It's not acceptable. I get that she's got mental issues, and so do I. The problem is that she needs to understand this is an emergency and they need to put me somewhere. They need to put me somewhere. If they put me somewhere supervised, so they always know where I'm at. When people try to pretend like I would hurt somebody when one of these fucking idiots dies, they'll know I didn't kill anybody. They will know beyond any shadow of a doubt. Next time Alicia Bollinger gets all fucking gacked out of regard with her dad on a wild goose chase through multiple states, they'll know that I didn't make Alicia Bollinger disappear. And they won't try to get a hold of my little sister or any of my other relatives or friends and threaten to kill him. By the way, I got a few friends left to try to run off so that they can pretend I'm a bad guy and help me get locked away. If they're not friends with me, then you guys got no fucking reason to fucking go after them anymore, right? I'm getting rid of them as quick as I fucking can, people. I'm doing my best to fucking piss them off. If they're not going to help, they're not going to help. But my little sister's safety and my niece's safety are a priority to me. And if y'all ain't going to take that seriously, I don't see how you're trying to help anybody, because you're putting my loved ones at risk. Saying that I did that, no. Other than Natalie and her friends and the occasional fucking troll, I didn't have much issues on my fucking Facebook. After Natalie died, I had a lot of people calling everything spam. Now, they changed the algorithms, thank goodness, before all of the evidence was destroyed. But I did speak up on multiple occasions before Natalie died about the abuse I was taking and why. A lot of people say that I was obsessed with Natalie and some crap about not touching my nipples or some crap like that, you know? Saying, oh, well, you threatened to kill yourself in front of her. No, I didn't. I said I wanted to. I also typed that I wanted to. And you know who the first person I typed that to was? It wasn't Natalie Bollinger. It was Maddie Boa. And it wasn't because Maddie Boa wouldn't touch my penis either. It's because you don't say shit like that about a person who doesn't do shit like that. Tim Beeson did that shit. Ted Bollinger did that shit. You take that shit on those son of a bitches. But no, you just couldn't do that. You couldn't turn in your real predators because you wanted them to love you. All right, fine. That doesn't mean that you have to fucking spread those rumors in Boulder. Maddie Boa would have fucking understood if you told her the fucking truth. She wouldn't have fucking come at me sideways. But you couldn't even tell Maddie Boa the truth. Jesus Christ. Alicia and Natalie could have at least told Maddie Boa the truth. They could have at least tried to understand what the fuck was going on with that goddamn phone. I'm sure Natalie already knew, which is part of the reason that she said the things that she did. See, Natalie wasn't mad at me about the situation at that point. It was when people were threatening to fucking kill me and fucking assault me and fucking pushed me and shoving me. Like, man, you know, fucking please tell the truth. People are hurting me. Yes, I got a hold of Natalie Bollinger all the way back in November of 2016 to let her know that people were fucking doing shit to me. She didn't take it seriously. She thought it was a fucking joke or a prank or, you know, one of them fucking things that Tim Beeson did to her. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't come back to me. You're gonna have your dog back when you take me back. No, that's fucking creepy ass Tim Beeson shit. And you guys pretend that I'm like that. No. I wanted to be left the fuck alone. You say, oh, well, if you wanted to be left alone, why'd you keep bugging her? I wasn't fucking bugging her, I was begging her. Maddie Boa didn't give a shit about the repercussions of her decisions for others. And then you guys pretend that I'm like that. I do think about the repercussions for others. Always. When a lot of these people wanted to say that I didn't care about their families or I was being selfish because their kids were threatened, no, the fuck I'm not being selfish. Do you think you're the first one they threatened? No, Natalie Bollinger was fucking alive when they started threatening me.
But you guys don't want to see that. The cops in Natalie's case got to see some of that evidence. Some of the threats from others, the fucking bogus accounts that people made. Tim Beeson's fucking threats and shit. You guys will literally have to kill me to shut me up. You're not getting that. That is literally what it's going to take. I'll speak up till the day I die. And no, that's not a threat of self-harm. So if you want to try pretending that, you're barking up the wrong shithole. Happy goddamn Christmas, people. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind. Also, remember, you are your sister's keeper. I'm trying to get used to that because I'm trying to be at least slightly PC.